I got a really hard phone call this morning. I'm looking after some clients and they gave me a quick call and just said, look, Daniel, can you take the property off the market, please? It's no longer ours to sell. That unfortunately the bank had moved in because they'd been behind in their mortgage payments. And the sad part about it, and what I wanted to share with you, is I didn't even know that they were that close on the line with their bank. And perhaps you could say I should have, but the advice I got as to why these particular clients were selling was to reduce their property portfolio, was to pull out some equity, and just overall reduce their debt level. I had no idea that it was this close to the line with a bank. And what I wanted to really implore all sellers is to take that level of trust with your agent and to be upfront about why you're looking to sell and the real motivation behind it. Trust your agent if you need to tell them that we're a little tight financially, because that information can make a huge difference on what advice an agent gives you as offers are forthcoming, as the buyer feedback's coming through, as to what price to put the property on the market for, and as to how long to wait before adjusting the price on the market accordingly to buyer feedback. By contrast, I'm looking after a seller in Rangeville, and she's openly told me that, Daniel, I've put a freeze on my mortgage repayments. And she's openly conceded that to me, and it's brilliant because it means that I never give away her position, her confidence. I keep that very private, and all agents should. We never mention the words receivership or mortgagee or anything like that for it, but we are able to give her advice as offers are forthcoming to say, Mr. and Mrs. Vendor, you really need to listen to this one. You really need to not squeeze too hard. We don't want to let this buyer go. I believe it's a sound offer given the circumstances that we need to move on. So take that advice as the two scenario. One's being very upfront with your agent, who's then able to work in with your plans, and one's not giving the full story, which means it's often left too late and then I can't do anything for you. Thanks for listening. Harder one today, guys, but one that I felt needed to be shared.